So, for my morning routine, after my morning meditation, I like to read as well. And I'll read various topics. And today I wanted to go over poetry, and I was going over Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. Now, Walt Whitman was an American poet, for those who don't know. He was a journalist and a nurse as well, if I remember correctly. So, an interesting gentleman. And the poem I would like to read for you is called I Dreamed in a Dream. I dreamed in a dream I saw a city, invincible to the attacks of the whole of the rest of the earth. I dreamed that was the new city of friends. Nothing was greater there than the quality of robust love. It led the rest. It was seen every hour in the actions of the men of that city, and in all their looks and words. Now, two things. Friends, even though it's not at the beginning, is capitalized. So I'm sure he's putting emphasis on that word for that reason. As again, I'm sure those with an actual arts degree will be able to explain this better. And also, I understand he says men. He doesn't mention women or anything else. But it's 1860s when he wrote this. So for the times, I understand where he's coming from. So if we pay attention to what he's saying versus the words he uses, because it seems like the quality of robust love led the rest, because that's what everyone worried about, is being loving to one another and being friends instead of worrying about differences. As most people these days, they don't really want to listen to understand. They just want to listen to know when it's their turn to speak. And if we were able to just learn to try to understand where somebody's coming from, you don't even have to agree with their opinion, but you don't have to be mean. And for their looks and words, again, it's the way you treat people should be how you are judged, not your opinions on things. And your looks, I would agree with, not so much as I think what they wear, but for me, I've always had a thought that you should always behave as if you're being watched, especially today's society, because you most likely are. So therefore, you should always behave as if you are a gentleman. And for me, that's for me. For you, however you want. Do you want to be a lady or anything else? That's fine. So it's always act like a good person, and you will be a good person. So hope you all can just try to be more understanding.